All right, Kyle Nedner up here from the Indy Star, joined by Branden Sharpe, Brownsburg wide receiver, and actually multifaceted, multi-sport, playing basketball right now in basketball season. I'm also in basketball season because I'm actually in the parking lot at Southport after the Marion County Tournament Championship. So we're both sort of multi-sport athletes in a
Yes,
way,
sir.
Brandon.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a rough job, but wouldn't trade it for the world.
Well, I was going to ask you straight. Who's the better receiver, you or Davion Bell? Because I covered
Ah,
Davion in high school too.
you know, yeah, he was good, but yeah, even he'll say me, and me as a competitor, I'm gonna say me too. But I think it was the Fishers game last year. He started being like, okay, yeah, it's him now. That's what he says. So, yeah, I would say me for sure right now.
Davion Bell is Brandon's uncle, by the way. Pretty good player himself
Yes,
in high
sir.
school and college. But Brandon wanted to bring you on because IU is in the national championship game, obviously
Hmm.
on Monday night, and it's pretty exciting stuff for our state to to have IU in the championship game. And I was
Yes,
talking to
sir.
some guys who are being recruited by IU, and I wanted to ask you, and I know you're being recruited by a lot of other schools. You're at Cincinnati just today, actually, on a visit.
Yes, sir.
But in particular with IU, has it changed your sort of your mindset, I guess, and how you view IU, seeing them make this run to the title game?
I mean, of course, like I'm looking at IU, like they're not no longer the just 1 year Cinderella story or the team that they were 2, 3 years ago. They're a national powerhouse. I mean, they beat all the top teams in the country. It's kind of hard for it not to change your viewpoint on them just a little bit and make them more of the top of schools when you're looking at recruiting. So yeah, definitely like with their success that came, made me help look at them like as an option a little more. But obviously, like their coaching staff, Coach Shanahan and Coach Eddie, like those dudes, but even before they started becoming like the team that they are now, they're great coaches that I would want to play for in the future. So, yeah, that's what I'll say.
I know you have, I think, what 14 offers total now. Could you kind of go through? And I know IU's not the only one buying for you right now, but who are kind of the schools that are in the mix for you? Kind of, maybe as you get closer to narrowing things down, or maybe at the top of your list.
Oh yeah, I would say I'm still open to all schools, of course, but this some that caught my eye a little bit was IU, of course, Cincinnati, Houston. Um, I do like West Virginia as well. And there's schools that I've talked to that starting to catch my eye a little bit more that will probably come in during the spring with the transfer portal just now finishing. Like I really like Missouri. All the Iowa State coaches that had offered me when they were on staff that went to Penn State. I like those guys too. So there's a lot of schools in the mix right now.
Brandon, when you look at your, and I should say up front, Brandon's a two-time state champion now, 1,000-yard
Yes, sir.
receiver, both as a sophomore and junior. Pretty impressive, obviously, from a personal standpoint and a team standpoint. But Brandon, when you look at what I guess when you look at the options that you have, how do you kind of assess all of the team? Like, are you looking at how they use receivers? Are you looking at coaching staffs? Are you looking at personnel? Like, what all goes into your recruiting mindset, I guess, or what in particular are you looking for?
I'm looking for a team with a scheme that matches my play style. Obviously, there are teams that if you're, I was talking to one of the coaches earlier. If a team passes the ball 60 times a game, that's probably not going to win them all that too many football games. So I understand that, and I want to be playing on a team that's multifaceted and can run and pass the ball, and likes taking deep shots, stuff like that. And obviously, I don't want with the coaching how crazy it is. Just like trying to find playing for a coach that's sustainable and people like him and all like this playbook and all that stuff is good that fits my playing style.
And with going back to IU a little bit, who is kind of your main contact there? And I was talking to Mason Oglesby also from New Pal. I know you
Yes,
guys
sir.
have kind of formed a friendship, and
Yeah, that's
and
my
and
guy. Yeah.
you've gone on some visits together, or you're going
Yes,
to. I
sir.
know. Who's kind of your main contact there, and are you talking to other guys about not like there's a package deal or anything, but you talking to other guys about where they're going to go?
I would say I've talked to a few guys. here and out of state too on my 7-on-7 team, just here and there, just talking, just seeing like where their minds at. But um, definitely, I've been talking to Mason a good amount, just like schools that we're most interested in, and just like when we're gonna go on like our official visits and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely somebody I talk to and contacts from. Like, are you talking about like coaches from
Yeah,
Indiana?
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coach Eddie, the assistant receiver coach. I text him. He's a great coach. I really would love playing for that guy. He's amazing. Coach Shanahan, the offensive coordinator, just the knowledge he has for the game. It's like you know he knows what he's talking about. And Coach Kuntz, the defensive line coach, he recruits our area. So that's the guy who he came in at first and started like showing me like just how IU was, started telling me about like their majors, stuff like that, and came to our spring practices. So I've been seeing him around too.
And Brandon, I know, kind of going back, when did you kind of maybe become someone who thought like football is your future? Because I know you played basketball, you played a high level AAU and things like that growing up.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm assuming at some point you maybe thought that was your route. But when did football kind of become your main option?
I would say honestly, my freshman year, going into my sophomore year, our old Brownsburg receiver Corey Smith was at Purdue now. He told me he was like, you're not going to believe this, but you're going to like football more than basketball." And I was like, I honestly was like, nah, no way. Because I was a basketball kid my whole life, hated getting hit, all that stuff. And so I started like feeling like, okay, getting hit's not that bad, but still want to play basketball because that's what I've been working on. Like that was the dream. And then sophomore year, going in like the summer, going to my sophomore year, Coach Witt, he told me I still have the message on my phone to this day. He told me that if I buy into what he's teaching me, I'll be a Division I football player one day. So I just bought into what he was teaching me, just everything he told me, whether I thought he was wrong or not. I just did it anyways. And then had a great sophomore year. All the schools came in, and then that's when I kind of realized that that's probably what I was like called to do.
Did you start believing it when you were, I guess, a sophomore and started, you had that good, obviously really good sophomore season? I mean, could you kind of see it start to come to fruition at that point?
Honestly, my sophomore year, I really was just playing football. I didn't think anything about schools at that point because I knew I was really good. I just didn't know the level that I was at. So then once I remember as one of the games because at that time we couldn't have contact with any schools. So Leighton Jones, former Brownsburg O lineman, his dad had to message my dad that the Iowa coach was interested in me and wanted me to go on a visit. So that's when I was like, "Oh, a Big Ten school." I was like, "Okay." Like that's where it started to pick up. So just ever since there, it was yeah like that.
And when you kind of look ahead, Brandon, what kind of a timeline are you kind of looking at on I know things change obviously, and you're not maybe you could decide a different time. What are you kind of looking for now? When will you start narrowing things down, and when do you hope to decide on something?
I'm not sure. Like, obviously, like I'm starting the process of narrowing schools down too. Like which schools will come in during the spring, who really wants me, stuff like that. But hopefully, I don't have a set date, but I want to commit like maybe mid to late spring before like summer ball starts and like we start doing like those 7-on-7 type of tournaments. Like I want to be committed before that point.
And I was talking to Mason about this too, and a couple other guys about how does the transfer portal affect you? I mean, can you get a sense of because rosters are a lot of these college rosters are older now.
Yes,
They're
sir.
guys who they're going place to place, and coaches recruit the portal obviously because they know they have a those guys have a history, I guess, or they have some they know what they can bring to the table. Does that affect you? Do you think, or how does that affect your process?
I mean, it's certainly like it's one of those when I get to college or at the point now where it's like if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to on the field, then they can go get a guy who will. So I guess it'll push me it pushes me right now and it will push me when I'm in college to do what I'm supposed to on the field and stay focused because my spot can be gone like that. So just in recruiting, I mean, I guess it slows it down like a little bit, but like obvious, like if you're the way I see it, if a coach wants you, they'll come get you. So if it's meant to be, it'll be. So that's how I look at it.
And what's social media like? Are a lot of people telling you where to go right now, or chiming in with their opinion?
Being from Indiana and the success Indiana's having, I don't think I can go anywhere without someone telling me I should go to Indiana. Or like if I have some Indiana stuff on, they're like, "Oh yeah, we know where you're going. They're just like just commit now." Like the game against Oregon, I probably have like 10 texts and calls telling me, "What else are you looking for? You should commit right now." So, just stuff like that. People really want me to go to Indiana, so
And how do you feel about that?
you know, I'm not gonna say too much, but they're definitely at the top of my choices right now.
And Brandon, with how do you kind of juggle between the two sports? Are you still able to do some football stuff now, or what do you kind of do with football during the basketball season?
Honestly, I just get catches in on my jug machine at my house when I can feel my hands, like when it's not like too cold outside. But man, whenever I can do that. But we have a rule at Brownsburg where if you're in a winter sport, you can really only lift weights with us in our first period class. But other than that, like you're on that sport. So I've been really focused on basketball right now, and been having a really good time playing it too.
And it's not like you get out of shape playing basketball, so
Oh
it's
yeah, no, it's different conditioning. And playing a team like Fishers where they're up and down like in 3 seconds, it's like, dang, you guys should slow down if you want to. But
Do you know, Brandon, like what I'm assuming you'll probably enroll next year about this time, right?
oh yes, I'm gonna early enroll wherever I end up going. Yeah.
Well,
So
awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking time and doing this. And again, good luck on everything. And known you for a while now,
yes,
and
sir.
looking forward to seeing what you do next. I was going to ask you too. What's the outlook for next year? Is there talk of a three-peat with the football team?
Oh yeah, I mean at this point, like the way we look at it, well, that's the standard. Like go win a state championship. So everybody in that locker room and all the coaching, like that's our goal. We want to be the first three-peat in Brownsville history.
Awesome. Well, thanks for popping on here, Brandon. Appreciate you
Yes,
doing it.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Go dogs.